All right, today we're going to talk about focus or lack thereof. So many people come up to me and they go, Bo, I can't do what you're asking me to do because I don't have your kind of focus or I don't have your discipline. And people decide that they don't have focus and they don't have discipline, and that's just how their life is. Well, let's just think about this for a second. And they go, Bo, how do you get all that focus? How do you get all that discipline to keep things, going for 20, 40 years? The fact of the matter is, I don't have any more focus than you do. I don't have any more discipline than you do. This is what stops people. This is why people's dreams don't get to come true. And it's one word, shame. It's shame. Because they're focused on their dream for a few moments or an hour or a day, and then they fall off the horse, right? So they get off track. And they're so ashamed of themselves that they fell off track and they lost focus that they don't get back on the horse. So then their dream just dissipates. It's shame that stops you from living your dreams. That's the only difference between you and I. I'm not ashamed of being off course. I know that it's part of the game. I was taught when I was young by a mentor that, look, you have these dreams, and these dreams are big, right? So you're going to be off course 99% of the time. And I had to accept that. So 99% of my time, so when I was 9 years old, I drew up a plan where my dream was to be the best safety in the whole world in 20 years. So 99% of that time, of those 20 years, I'm off course. My job is to right the ship, is to get back on course. Well, here's the problem most people have. Once they get off course, they get ashamed of themselves and they don't trust themselves anymore, so they don't get back on course. They stay off course. This is the only difference. I don't have any more focus than you. I got no more discipline than you. The only difference between me is I know I'm off course 99% of the time. I also know my only job is to get back on course. Think of it like this. Say we chartered a jet to go to Maui today, you and I, right? So then we take off from, say, Los Angeles, and we're going to Maui. So the whole way over the Pacific Ocean, that the pilots put that jet on automatic pilot, and the pilots eat their lunch or do whatever they're doing. It's on automatic pilot. So that jet is off course 99% of its time on its way to Maui. The self-righting mechanism is just righting that ship, that jet in this case, all the way to Maui. When it gets to Maui, it lands on the exact spot within an inch that it's supposed to land on. No different than your dreams. You just got to get used to the fact that you're going to be off course. Your only job, minute to minute, hour to hour, and day to day, is to get your butt back on course. You're always going to be off course. Surrender to it. Don't be ashamed of it, and certainly don't beat yourself up over it. People beat themselves up over this, and they decide, oh, I just don't have focus. Oh, I just don't have discipline, because they fell off the horse. Everyone falls off the horse. Your job, get back on, keep riding. Then you're off, then you're on. Then you're off, then you're on. I hope that gives you some freedom and some permission, because now you have the same focus I do, you have the same discipline I do, and therefore you can follow your dreams for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years, knowing you're going to be off course. And it's okay. Your job is to get on. All right, we'll see you next time. Get on your dreams. Make sure they come true by righting the ship. See you next time.